What's going on, fellas? It's another C Boogie. Y'all know the rest. Hey, I want to salute y'all for subscribing to my channel, and I also want to thank y'all for liking the videos. Shout out to the Dime Game Division. All right, let's rock and roll, man. Can you handle a woman's sexual history? You know, the question is, can you handle it? You know, a lot of men ask women questions that they really not ready for, especially in the sexual arena. You know, ask a female how many partners she have. You know, have you ever been in a threesome? Have you ever been in a gangbang? You did. You know, you ever slept with another woman? Things of that nature. Y'all know where I'm going with that. And there's nothing wrong with asking those questions. You know, that's my thing. Ask away. Ask every question that you can ask somebody. But dog, don't ask a question and then turn around and start sucking your teeth and get upset when you get the answer that you want. You know, or the answer that you was looking for, rather. You know, that's when I start looking at dudes kind of funny, like, well, dog, you sat there and you asked for the truth. Now you got it. You know, a lot of people say women can't handle the truth. It's some truth in that, but a lot of dudes can't handle the truth either. I'm just gonna be honest, especially when it comes to their girl. Now, if we talking about another girl or just some random chick in the street, then that's different. But when it comes to his woman, oh man, I done seen some niggas break down. Then this is real talk, man. And I'm gonna digress for a second, but y'all follow me. What I've picked up in my 32 years in life, I don't bother to tell another man about his lady. You know, I don't do that no more. You know, unless you a real close friend of mine, we sandbox material. You know, we was playing red light, green light type of situations where he can trust me. But like, if I only knew you for a few years, or we just worked together or whatever, I won't bother to tell a man about his girl. These situations have flipped on me so many times. You dig what I'm saying? Tell a man about his girl, like, look, dog, I seen Shorty doing bop, bop, bop. You know, or my other man told me, you know, she did this with him, they did that together. I'm just letting you know out of courtesy, giving you the courtesy call. First thing she do is deny it. I mean, what else she gonna do? She's gonna deny it and say they lying. Now, was your word against his, right? Now, who he gonna believe? Another dude or a female that he's laying down next to every night? So, my thing is this, to all of that type of stuff. Be careful what you ask for, first and foremost. You know, be careful what you asking for, man. A lot of dudes just can't handle it. And I get it, man. You know, I understand. But even moving on from that, yes, a female's sexual history matters, depending on what you plan on doing with this woman. You know, if you plan on making her your girlfriend, if you plan on making her your wife, or y'all just sleeping together. You know, but what happens is a lot of guys, because of ego and pride, they want to be able to tame the beast. You dig? They want to be able to get a female. She might have worked in a strip club at some time, or, you know, she might have been a fast woman or a fast young lady. And they want to be the ones that tame her. You know, the same way a woman try to tame a wild man, a man that's not ready for commitment. You know what I mean? They think they got what it takes, and they turn around and bite them. You know, turn around and bite them, man. But the thing about a woman's body count, you never going to get the truth, dog. You know, I'm pretty certain, like 99.99%. I'll never say nothing in absolute, but you're not going to get the truth. You know, the way women rationalize things are crazy. You know, and if a female say, oh, well, I only got 7 partners, she really could have 15 partners, but 3 of those guys only gave her head. You know, one guy only got 2 strokes in, the other guy only put the head in. So she don't even count that. You know, anytime she have sex overseas, that don't count. You know, she don't count the time she cheated on her boyfriend because he was cheating too. Y'all know what I'm saying. Women have a crazy way of rationalizing these things, man. You know, so at the end of the day, she going to come to you and say, well, I only slept with 7 people. You did. So, you know, you really got to know what questions to ask. So what I do, I lay back and I let a woman tell me, you know, and this takes time. This is not an overnight thing. I'm not going to take a woman out on the first date, second or third date, or second, third time we hanging out and bombard her with a bunch of questions. This is a game of attrition, right? And this is a game of stamina too. So over time, a woman will tell you different little vignettes and different little stories about, you know, their college days, their high school days, or stuff at their jobs, or, you know, their best friends. And it's up to the man to connect the dots. You know, that's what I'm saying. It's up to you as the man to connect the dots on it. You know, anytime you ask a woman a question flat out, it could come off to her as being confrontational. And you know, women, they're going to avoid negative consequences at all costs. And that's in their nature, to avoid negative consequences. So if they feel if they feel they're being put on blast, if they feel that this conversation could lead to any kind of confrontation or have any kind of schmut on their name, you will get a lie. You know what I'm saying? You will get a lie plus an attitude. You know what I'm saying? So I've always taken the approach of, I let them tell me, you know, like I say, but that's a game of time, you know, because right there, you just connecting dots on the things that she's saying and the things that she has never said. And, you know, the few stories that don't add up, you know, you just connecting the dots on that thing. You see what I'm saying? So, you know, for some guys, a female sexual history can actually turn them on even more. You know, for the guys that's more, you know, open, you know, the guys that's living in the shadow world, shout out to y'all. I'll see y'all very soon in that shadow world. I live in the shadow world. But at the end of the day, you know, my personal philosophy, you know, look, I'm not a real judgmental guy. I have my deal breakers in place. I come with that, right? I have my boundaries. I come with that. But just on a humble, I don't really judge too much. You know, if anybody can gauge my personality, you know, before I judge, I'll leave the girl alone. You know, for real, I will. I just won't deal with her. You know, if she hit a deal breaker, like, all right, you know, you don't fuck somebody I know, whatever, I ain't gonna deal with you. But it is what it is. You see what I'm saying? So I just keep it cool. You know, I just keep it cool. But I know a lot of guys, a lot of men, it hurts their ego to even think about that lady in some, you know, uncompromising positions. But dog, you know, the mature thing is you're not the only guy out there with a penis. That's just the reality of that. I mean, you're not the only guy that she liked. You're not the only guy that she found sexy or handsome. Get over it. You're not her first boyfriend. You're not going to be her last boyfriend. You see what I'm saying? So my thing is rise to the occasion. You know what I'm saying? If you really feel like you him, if you really know you him, you're going to rise to the occasion sexually with that woman. So really, you know, her past is null and void at that time. If you really feel like you him. Now, if you wavering on that, you're not sure, I understand why it could cause a lot of insecurities. You did? I understand that. You know, it is what it is. I have a way of keeping everybody in check, like even with my boys. You know, even with my homeboys, man. I remember back in the day, you know, when I used to have these bachelor cribs, and it'd be 2-3 of us in the crib living. And when the chicks would come over, you know, for the weekend, a pregame, a drink or whatever, I made my dudes be honest. You know what I mean? Like, look, if you talking to shorty, if you like this girl, you better tell me. Because if you found out later that I tried to holler at her, or another one of the homies tried to get at her, or even worse, they slept with her, you can't get mad. And we ranted like that. You know what I'm saying? So, most of the girls that came over was community property. You know what I mean? Whatever one you feeling, she feeling you, you can have her. You know what I'm saying? If we both feeling her, we both can have her. When I'm done, you can have her. That's how we was running it. You see what I'm saying? And the girls was with it. We created a no judgment zone, and we had way too much fun. But if there was a girl that you liked and you claim that, like, nah, that's my personal piece, like me and her, you know, we rocked the long way. You know what I mean? That's how we deal with each other, the long way. Then, boom, I won't look at her no different after that. If one of my boys tell me that's his girl, that's his chick, I won't even look at it twice. That's how I always kept it. But you gotta be honest. The moment you play that too cool for school stuff with me and you found out I tried to get at shorty, or I did get at shorty, and you get an attitude, I would stop dealing with you, man. Cause I know you're not ready for, you know, how I'm living with this. You know what I'm saying? I done had homeboys leave their girlfriends with me for the weekend while they went out of town, and she was mine. He get back in town, I gave her back. Like, but we was young. You know, we was 21, 20 years old, military guys. So we wasn't living regular lives. We wasn't living square lives. Just being 100, man. You know, it sounds funny, but this has happened on 2 different occasions. Homeboy went out of town. Hey, she gonna stay here while I'm gone. All right. You know, next thing you know, she's sleeping in my bed because he ain't there. You know what I mean? I came up under this tutelage, man. I came up under these, you know, sanctions that we put in place as men. So me personally, I don't be understanding nothing else, man. I don't understand. I don't speak that language of an insecure man. You know what I'm saying? If that's my girl, I'll let you know that's my girl. You know what I mean? It'd be no qualms, it'd be no questions. I walk through the door, you gonna understand, nah, that's my personal piece. That's my lady right there. Keep your hands, eyes, and feet to yourself, or there will be an issue. But if that's not my girl, hey, if she feeling you, dog, you can have her. You know what I'm saying? So, I think I'm gonna close in a minute. The point is this. With women, and I'm closing here. The point is this, fellas. With women, always learn how to connect the dots on what they're saying. Always match up what they're saying to their behaviors, to the evidence of their lives. As the man, that's your job. You know, if what she's saying out her mouth don't match her life, she's not telling you most of what happened or most of what's going on. You see what I'm saying? If what she's saying is not matching her current behavior, she's not telling you most of what's going on. That's your job to extract the information from her. You know, and learn the savviness in which to do it in. That's your job. Period. You know what I'm saying? Period. Asking a question that you ain't ready for. Only advice I can give is stop. You know, stop that. All you doing is staying in your brain even more. You know, my advice to a dude is, if a female is rocking with you the long way, if she's really rocking with you and feeling you, she's doing what you tell her to do, she on your program, she pick up the phone on the first ring when you call, you send her a text, she send a text right back, you FaceTime her, she pick up every time, it never fails. Every time she come to your crib, she got some Chipotle or some Taco Bell or some groceries to cook. Dog, just enjoy yourself, man. Don't wreck your brain with the foolishness. Eventually the truth will come out of anybody's past. Eventually the truth will come out. But as long as she on your program, you need to be focused on that. You dig? And I'm going to shut this video down, but y'all have a good day. Shout out to the Dime Game Division. Peace.